Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday afternoon. April 24th, we are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and NQ. Wacky day from the get-go, from that overnight pop to opening closer to yesterday's high. NQ with a very high pop in the morning, only to come down and fill the gap. They go out with a double distribution day to the downside. ES's value was ripped all over the place today. Nothing was really firm. Facebook's earnings are out within the next couple of minutes. We'll see what that does. So let's go over these things first. Righty ends 9 wide, and that's it, at an inside day. Now, I would call them up to balance, right? They didn't. NQ ends with a double distribution day. Now, NQ, we'll look at the charts. I think I'm going to call them up. They did take out this high by over $1. I said I was using that as my balance high, even though they came in good. I think I might call them up. ES, on the other hand, barely took out this high that I was talking about. Right, 23.50 or whatever it was. We only took it out, or 24.50. We took it out by. What was the high? 23.25, and our high in the day is 24.75. So we only stretched our balance on the daily. We took it out by less than 2 points, so it's still balance on the daily. Had an okay day. Got hurt pretty good in B period, which is totally my fault. Got caught up in the chop in NQ. But after that, I had a good day overall P&L-wise. But like I told the room, I kind of feel dirty because it was a tough read. It really was. I made out okay on a short in ES, but it was very painful. And then it finally totally rolled over, and I had taken it off. And, I mean, I made 5 points, but that's nothing compared to the time I was in it. So the day started off in A period in NQ. Once I took a long to get the overnight high because it looked very aggressive, and we got it. Then I started long in it because of ebb and flow. We were staying above the opening. So early on in the day, NQ had value. They had the overnight high, and they had a gap. 3 very strong things. So I was looking for ebb and flow longs, and it worked. Then in B period, even though we didn't take out A's low, I got hit pretty good because I still was looking for the ebb and flow long. It came in. I added, and silly me, then around B's low took it off and got hurt pretty good. Should have held it. Anyway, so I'd given back everything I was up in A and more. But then I got my act together. Took a short in C period to get the IB low in NQ. That paid. I did take a long in C after that, because I didn't think there'd be single prints. Now, I did get paid. Where I bought it, went back to A's low, but eventually they did obviously go trend and hold it, but I did well. Then I jumped on a short in D period to fill the gap in NQ. So did okay on that. E period, I took a long because we had single prints in D, didn't think they were going to hold, and they did not. So made on that. Then an F period. And look at this. Facebook must have come out and NQ selling off. In F period, we had another set of single prints in NQ. I was doing ebb and flow shorts versus that, and the one-time framing down got paid. I did take a long in G against yesterday's afternoon pullback low. And I got paid. It got below it, but that's not by much, and it never took back the trend day from yesterday. Okay? So I got paid on that. Now, H and I. I took a short in H at 103 in ES to start, and I shorted NQ also the first time in H when it got up to overnight low. I got paid on that one and took it off. And then I said, I'm not shorting NQ again unless it gets the single print fill up here. Well, it didn't, but too bad I didn't short it. ES went higher. I was only short of one lot at 03. I shorted a 5 lot at 10.50. Came in, took 2 off for 2 points, so 4 points. Went back up. Now, I never added, so I'm going to give myself a little credit for some discipline because I did not add when it went up. Should have, obviously. Could have taken. I could have gone full boat against the opening, right? Because at that point, I only had 4 on total. But I was having an okay day. I didn't want to do that and then really have this thing decide to try to get both sides of the IB. But I was patient, came in, took them off. Ended up making only 5 points total on the trade because I took the 03 kind off, I think, at 0850 or something, or 08. And then obviously we came in some more. And that was it. That was it for the day. Again, because the ranges are bigger, I have to get in my head to let these things move more than they have been, right? Because our ranges are bigger, they're going to stretch them. And that's exactly what they did. And then we kind of went rotational after that. So an okay day P&L-wise, not the greatest feeling or day-wise seeing it. I never thought NQ would come in as hard as it did, to be honest with you, with everything they had going for them. But so be it, right? You're not going to see it right totally well all the time. So as far as our destinations in SPY, we have 506.55 as our afternoon rally high and high. And our daily high is 507.37. And then we have the single prints now that start at 507.38 and get filled at 509.41 from the 15th. They got a little bit into that large set. ES never did. Today's low is 503.13. In ES, our high is 24.75. Never got into those single prints. But before that, we have our afternoon rally high of 16.50. And we have today's low of 82. Now let's go to the charts. Okay, give me a second. We'll go to the charts. I want to see what Facebook is doing also. So here's the, I want to see real quick what Meta's doing. So the low on the day was 484. They're trading at 440. So they're down almost 10% right now from the earnings. Now, our daily, like I said in ES, I am calling it balance. I was using that high from the 16th. We barely stretched it. So I'm encompassing this whole thing as the balance. Today's high is the high of it, and Friday's low is the low of our balance. Now, triple Qs and NQ, because we took out this high by $1.50, I called it up. I'm going to call it up. If we take out today's low tomorrow, which is a possibility if Facebook doesn't recover, back in balance, right? So then we would have today's high as our balance high if that was to occur, and Friday's low as our low, okay? So that's how I'm looking at that. Our volume right now in SPY, horrible. It's at 54 million. It's not going to be in the top 10 lightest, but it's not good whatsoever. I hope you had a good day trading. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel. Remember, we're down to only 4 or 5 days of that special that I'm running. $80 for a quarter, $225 annual, payable through Venmo or PayPal. Take advantage of it. You get some great information in this trading room and educational and informational things that we provide. Have a great night. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.